I'm gonna admit that this episode was so fucked up. I had to pause it like 3 times, especially after I heard Ben Shapiro say the words Derrick, Chavin, and pardon and shit. Lucas was just a secondary irritant, much like a hemorrhoid. Okay, but and I heard that Ben Shapiro shit saying that shit. I felt a certain way. I just started yelling. Yeah. Let old boy out and shit. Just let us know when he gets out. So have some footage there. Of him getting out of jail. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that would like to meet him at the gates of his club-fed, jail cell and shit. You know, when he comes out, there should be a big welcoming crowd of black people and disaffected liberals, women and shit who really don't give a fuck. They just want to be seen and, assorted clout chasers on both sides of the political spectrum and shit. But mostly, like a whole lot of black people and shit. Like I want the most, I want a shitload of cannon fodder out there to meet him and shit. Just celebrate his pardon and shit by the commander in chief. Right? That's how I feel about that. And I want to say how I feel about Ben Shapiro, but he's a small hat. You know how that goes. Okay? Not being anti-Semitic and shit. I'm just stating an obvious fact and shit. Even though I'm shadow banned like 5 million fucking times over. Yeah. They never get tired of doing this bullshit. He just said that shit because he was going for low-hanging fruit and shit. They don't have anything better to do than to fuck with the melanated foundational people of this goddamn country and shit. They don't have nothing better to do. This motherfucker don't have nothing better to do. I don't even listen to him talking and shit. I had an asshole Puerto Rican sending me like some Ben Shapiro shit. After that, I never saw that guy again and shit. But when I thought to myself, if I did see him again and shit, I was going to take 4 of my fingers and shove them down his mouth as I spun him around and slammed him onto the pavement and shit. Just metaphorically speaking and shit. Not making a threat or anything and shit, Just covering my bases, you know? Yeah, hey, let that motherfucker out and shit. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people there to welcome his ass and shit. We do a real little reenactment when he get out and shit. Except the colors will be switched and shit. Whose knee is on whose fucking neck and shit. Okay, he made George Floyd famous by violating his civil rights and shit. Right? He enjoyed that shit. I've been seeing that racist shit all over the place since he made it. He put it in vogue for racists to try to kneel on black people's necks and shit. I've seen that in 2 other cases, and I even seen that on. I was watching some fucking wrestling and shit, of all things, and I saw a kid, one of the wrestlers kneeling on a black dude's neck, just like George Floyd and shit. And they no the audio was suspiciously silent and shit. Then you didn't see that guy for like weeks after that and shit. Yeah, you people have nothing better to do and shit, okay? This is small hat shit. These are the most racist motherfuckers and shit with the most power and shit. You shouldn't even want to pay attention to us. Technically speaking, audience, we're classified as proletarians and shit by way of George Orwell and shit. That shit is real. The Matrix is fucking real and shit. You know, this guy has no hesitation saying that bullshit in 2025. Right? And the reason he does have any, wherewithal to say that is because we've come apart like wet tissue as a ethnic community, shit, a supposed ethnic community. And it makes me sick to my goddamn stomach. It's the reason I had to pause this episode 3 times over. Hey, salute to Bunker and shit, but hey man, this one was a brick going down. It was like eating some aluminum foil and shit with no water. As far as the great Lucas goes, I've already referred to him as Dr. Perry and shit. Okay, he's a Dr. Perry tether ass motherfucking shit with a whiny voice. He's a bitch made nigga. Okay? He's I suppose he may be biologically male but mentally female in his feminine ways and shit. I just get tired of listening to his ass and whining and bitching. He does not have a political affiliation. He's affiliated to his pocketbook, his man purse. Okay? I don't give a shit about what he talks about. Last time I put up a video with him, I had a shitload of views. I had like 1,000 views or some shit. And you notice I really I don't didn't put anything else up about his punk ass and shit because for him this is all business and shit. I don't fuck with that Tariq Nasheed shit. Okay, I don't fuck with it and shit. Okay, I feel like he's an op too. All right, now, I really don't want to say that because some people from a certain group classify themselves as a certain group will come for me and shit. And that's not really a problem. I don't give a fuck, but it's redundant to fuck around with my own supposed people and shit. When I have my mission statement, my platform is very plain and clear. But since this episode was a brick, it was hard to swallow this one. Okay, let me reiterate. I don't want to fuck with Tariq Nasheed because of that museum bullshit and a bunch of other stuff. All right. Because of that museum shit. I have been saying that I defended him for years and saying wait until we see what the deal is and shit. And I was hoping he would be transparent about, what's going on, who's doing writing grants for the fucking museum and all that other bullshit. And I felt like that he should have took a step back, when they were, doing that reparation shit. But, I feel differently about that today. I guess he should have went in there. It was a trick bag from the beginning with other bootleg operatives and shit. Okay? I ain't bought none of his movies or any of that kind of shit because I wanted to see what would happen with that fucking museum. And when I saw those trailers for his supposed movies, they were bullshit. It's like he never took a film class, like a basic film class, any online class in his entire life. And if he did, he got an F. Alright, I'm tired. It's like three motherfucking stooges of this bitch. Alright? I love you. I'd rather die with you, punk and shit, but this one was hard. It was hard for me. Okay? So this is my review of that fucking episode. Shit, I love you, King. I love you so much. I'll do the outro. King, keep your head on a swivel. Protect your bag. And above all else, do not make fallen women stewards of your family or the mothers of your children. Assalamu alaikum. All praise to the Most High.